Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to the second segment of the International Youth Day being celebrated from the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa here in the FCT, Abuja. Um, in this segment, we'll be talking about the impact of Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa. And that's why we entitled it UCLDA Making Global Impact. To align with the global theme for this year's celebration. I'm talking about the International Youth Day celebration that is happening today around the world. Can you hear me? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are featuring Ugwumba leaders, Ugwumba fellows from across the country. These are young entrepreneurs that are doing big things, with their innovative ideas. They are building businesses from their idea, from the scratch. And they were part of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge that happened last year. And by the grace of God, they have improved on their businesses and is also reflecting in the ways they are doing their things around the country. So we want to use the opportunity presented by this International Youth Day to let them share to the world how they are making global impacts with the training and the speakers that they have gotten from Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa. So here with me is Miss Excellence Joshua. She is the CEO of Animations with Excellence. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to this segment that is Youth Day that is happening around the world today. So, Excellence, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so may we meet you, please? May we meet you?
My name is Excellence Joshua, and I am the founder of Animations with Excellence. At Animations with Excellence, we help women leverage technology to ease the way they do business by helping them do it, teaching them how to do it, or doing it with them. We're focused on technology-based skills and using technology to ease doing business for women, setting up automated processes, and all of that in Nigeria and Africa by extension. So Animations with Excellence started in 2019.
Okay.
And can I go ahead or?
Go ahead, yes.
Okay, Animations with Excellence started in 2019, about a year ago, sometime in July, and we're focused on teaching animated skills using animations to simplify learning, both formal and informal, in Nigeria and Africa. What we believe is the curriculum is not the problem, the skills are not the problem, but the problem we have in Africa and Nigeria specifically is the mode of delivery, the way education was delivered. And also, we didn't have enough qualified teachers that could go around to deliver this quality education. So we believe at Animations with Excellence that with animations, lessons can be animated and they can go viral. They can go to rural areas, absolutely anywhere, without these trained teachers, these qualified teachers having to teleport or living there. And then you have access to quality, which can drive national development. Education is key, very key. And for us at Animations with Excellence, we did not focus on formal education alone because we knew and we still know that informal education forms the kind of bedrock that should push formal education to drive national development. So our culture, our languages, and all of that. So we started with 3D story videos, using it to promote informal education in Nigeria and Africa. Today, we have a lot of parents that are so busy They go to work, they don't have time to take care of their kids. For me, it was one thing for me. I was particular about the way my son was growing, but I didn't have the time to have to teach him these skills. And so when I get so busy, I'd rather send him to watch cartoons. But the thing with cartoons that were on DSTV and GoTV and all of that was that they were not censored. And most times the content that were there, I could not control it as much as I wanted. There was some certain kind of content I wanted to pass across to my child, the value system I wanted him to do or have. But these cartoons were not giving me what I wanted. And so I learned how to animate so I could create content that he could understand, things I wanted him to learn. And I saw him rapidly increasing and learning and growing from what I taught him. And I found out, okay, I need to teach other women how to do the same, because the moral decadence, the corruption, the issues we're having in this nation is from upbringing. Our informal educational system is faulted. And so people have all the money and then they throw it into access to formal education. But when the informal education is not balanced, there's an issue. So at Admissions with Excellence, we started to simplify learning, both formal and informal. And then over time we grew, and we realized that aside simplifying learning, animations could also simplify information. So we began to help small businesses, to disseminate information about their businesses, their craft, their reviews, their customer usage, and all of that using animation. And then during COVID-19, it was quite amazing that we have helped since March 2020 up till now. We've trained over 3,000 women in digital skills in Animations with Excellence, helping them take their businesses online from basic skills to relatively intermediate to advanced. Even people that didn't have any knowledge, mobile commerce, email marketing, and all of that. So that's basically generally what we've been doing at Animations with Excellence, empowering people, simplifying learning, and focusing on technology-based vocational skills. Last month, or less than 2 months ago, we decided to focus on women empowerment. We realized that when women are empowered, the society, the world, the children, because if you like go out and make so much money, if your wife is not empowered, is what she knows she's going to pass across to the children. But they are so saddled with a whole lot of responsibilities. And when you bring some courses to them, they can't even access because they don't have the time, they don't have the resources, and most courses are not tailored for them. And so people will feel, okay, because they are women, let's just present to them how to bake, how to cook, how to make dishwash, and all of that. But the world is technology driven. So if you teach them how to cook and how to bake, how do they monetize the skills to the world? Now they know how to bake and cook. COVID-19 happened. They can't take their food outside. They can't sell their wares. But if they understand the basics of technology, and then they can use mobile commerce to sell, they don't have to be there, and their craft is going viral. So we decided to focus on helping women to leverage technology to ease the way they do business. So if you've learned whatever you've learned, it's fine. Now come and use technology to ease doing your business, to build a sustainable business, and to build a global business. So that's what we've been doing, and almost 5,000 women and counting, and we are so excited about what we're doing.
Okay, that is marvelous, excellent. I'm trying to bring into the studio another guest that we're expecting, Emmanuel Balamusa, all the way from Kaduna. I don't know if Emmanuel is ready to join the show right now. Okay. I think Ugochukwu is ready. Let me bring Ugochukwu onto the show so that he can also share with us what he is doing. Yes. Okay, Ugochukwu, are you ready?
Wow.
Okay, welcome.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me clearly?
Okay, good. Are you here with me? Ugochukwu, you're welcome to the show. So can we meet you?
Thank you very much.
Go ahead, let's meet you.
I'm Mbaka. Yeah, I'm Mbaka Agochukwu Promise by name. I'm the co-founder of Muku Energy. So, between last year and now, there's been a lot of changes due to the COVID-19. Which has brought a lot about changes in the business world. So I can remember when I pitched for the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge. It was a very lovely experience, and I was the first runner-up. But between then and now, I was also able to, through the program, I was able to go to the small medium enterprises program being chaired by Mr. Mike Kio, and there I was also the first place. So one thing I learned over time was one thing that helped me excel during that period was the ability to pitch my business effectively. So when I came back during the Christmas holidays, I looked at my model and I saw that there was a problem here in northern Nigeria that I wanted to give a more solid approach to, and that was the issue of um, cooking energy, which is a problem in Nigeria and most especially northern Nigeria. So we discovered that over 80% of Nigerians lack access to clean cooking energy. You can imagine that's a very large figure. So that's exposing a lot of Nigerians to poor health issues and environmental issues such as global warming, cancer, and a lot of problems. So I came together with my team and we structured the business together, and then we evolved to a clean cooking energy company. So the COVID-19, looking at the foreign exchange market, we see that the naira really slumped, and the naira is still slumping against the dollar. We discovered that one issue was because of the focus on hello.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So,
We're listening.
okay, okay. So one issue is as a
Okay,
result of
okay, hold on.
the
Hold on.
over
Hold on. Before we continue. Hello, hold on. Please, hold on. Hold on. Hello? Can you hear me? Can you
yeah, I
hear
can hear
me?
you. I can
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me?
I can hear you. Of course, I can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay, good. Before us this afternoon, Excellent Joshua and Ugwumba, these are okay. These are Ugwumba Fellows that have benefited from the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge last edition that we had in 2019. That was just last year. So, Ugwumba Excellence, we have spoken about the startups. Then, remember, we are celebrating the 2020 International Youth Day, the team and youth engagement for global action. So we want to really know what impacts the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge has had in your life and in your businesses. So that's the angle that I want you to talk about now. What impacts have we had in your lives and in your businesses? So let me start with excellence.
Okay, so I found out about the Ugwumba leaders sometime last year. I think in maybe June or July or something, or May
Hold on,
thereabout.
hold on.
And we got in. I got in for the boot camp, and it was quite interesting. Now there was one thing that stood for me about on the boot camp, and that was the first time I really understood what design thinking was, the processes, and what it really involved. And it was that for me that was kind of the best class. And after it, we're asked to pitch our businesses using videos, and got selected among the best 10. I pitched for simplifying learning using animations, both formal and informal. And we went for the final pitch day, and we were really, it was for, with the Ugwumba leaders, it was beyond empowering our business. It was more of a total empowerment, the empowerment for the young person, and empowerment for our total well-being. So we had people like Mrs. Thelma Akio and some other people speak to us, and the focus was beyond building for the future, but being built for the future. Things that you will not necessarily read in books, things that you will not see put together, they have been put together for us. And we pitched, and after it, another thing I've liked about the system is they didn't just let us go. We have been followed through over time, opened up to access to more opportunities, also linkages with other establishments and even investments. So it's really been an exciting time, and the collaboration between the Ugwumba leaders has really been fantastic. So that's been the journey for us at the Ugwumba leaders, and I think everyone should actually be part of it.
Okay. So over to you, Mbaka Wuchukwu. So what can you say has been the impact of your participation in our program in what you are doing today?
Wow, 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 wow. When I look at the impact of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge, my life and my business, I see that I've been able to gain a lot of things. One of the things I've been able to gain was the networks. There's been this network multiplier effect that I've been able to achieve through the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge. So basically, through the program, I've been able to network with other entrepreneurs. I'll give you an example. One of our Ugwumba leaders, he didn't make it to the top 10, but he was still one of the general Ugwumba leaders. He currently won an award from the federal government, which is the Agricultural Innovation for Excellence from the South South. So we built a partnership, and I'm also looking at other people who we are building partnerships across the geographical zone. So beyond networks within a set of entrepreneurs, I also gain networks amongst mentors and across teachers within the Ugwumba networks. And also, we all know that definitely funding is very key for every entrepreneurial growth. The Ugwumba program has also helped fund my business to grow the business to a level where it is more ripe for further investment. So, but what I would say is the multiplier effect is really huge, and I'm still reaping the dividends up until today. It's been a lovely experience. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay. I think those are lovely experiences that you have, and I'm happy that you're grateful for those parts that you have made in your life. Okay, because we have a short time, I want you to tell us where you see your businesses in the next 5 years. Where do you see animations with excellence in the next 5 years? Where do you see Muko Energy in the next 5 years? So over to you, Excellence. Did
In
you
the
hear the
next five
question?
years, I see animations
Yes.
with excellence as the pioneer source of where we see our business in the next 5 years, right? That's the
Go ahead.
question.
Yes, go ahead. Go
Hello,
ahead. Go ahead.
hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so in the next 5 years, animations with excellence. In the next 5 years, we see animations with excellence. Yeah, I'm with you. In the next 5 years, animations with excellence hope to have empowered 2 million women with access to technology to gain leverage. So we want to be top in Africa as a space setter for delivering technology based vocational skills to women in Africa.
Okay. So, Ugochukwu, let's hear what you have to say. Where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
Okay, thank you very much. So by Q4 of 2020, which is the end of the last quarter of this year, we see ourselves scaling to a gas plant, and by Q4 of 2022, we see ourselves building at least two gas terminals at very strategic locations within the country. And then by Q1 of 2024, we see ourselves having at least three natural gas processing and blending plants within Nigeria. And by the fifth year, that's by let's say Q3, Q4 of 2025, we see ourselves being the biggest processor and distributor of natural liquefied natural gas, compressed gas, and also um, liquefied petroleum gas. We see ourselves rivaling or even being bigger than the NLNG we have today in Nigeria. So that's how big and how far we see ourselves in the next 5 years.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the break in transmission. Okay, I'm sure. Okay, Ugochukwu is coming back. He was trying to tell us about his vision for his company, Mupo Energy, in the next 5 years. I think he's here now. Let me bring him to conclude what he was saying before we bring in the next speaker. Okay, you were saying something before the break, so go ahead and tell us.
Yeah. I was the network is a bit bad here. So I was saying by Q4 of 2020, which is the last quarter of this year, we see ourselves having a cooking gas plant, a full-blown cooking gas plant. So by the third quarter or the fourth quarter of next year, we see ourselves having at least 2 strategic gas terminals at very strategic locations within the country. And then by the first quarter of 2023, we see ourselves having a gas processing and blending plant, a natural gas processing and blending plant. So by the 5th year, that's 2025, between Q1 and Q4 of 2025, we see ourselves having a full-blown distribution, transportation and pipeline NLNG company. We see ourselves rivaling the likes of NLNG in Nigeria, if not even bigger than NLNG. So that's how fast we see our projections, and we are moving very fast in the right direction. So.
Okay, so finally, I want to know what is your message for Nigerian youths. I know we are celebrating the International Youth Day. So, what is your message for Nigerian youths that are watching you this afternoon? Excellence.
So.
Excellence, are you ready? What's your message for Nigerian youth? Okay, she's up there. Ugo, can you tell us your message for Nigerian youths that are watching you right now?
Okay, so my message for Nigerian youth is to work hard and keep on innovating. Now, I know most Nigerian youths are tired of the country because of the way the country is. I understand the economy is very bad, but I'll take the quote of the chairman of Econet Wireless, that's in person of Strive Masiwa, who said, "We fight in the conditions and not against the conditions." So by truly working hard and innovating day by day, we'll definitely get to where we are. So my advice for Nigerian youth is to keep the fire blazing on.
Okay, thank you so much. I think
yes.
This is the much we can take for. So just a shout out, for the International Youth Day celebration. Just a shout out. Can you say something to Nigerians? I mean, to youths from across the world that are celebrating the International Youth Day. Can you say something about that or to them? Can you say something to them? Hello, did you hear me? Can you do a shout out for youths across the world that are celebrating the International Youth Day today? Can you just say something, a shout out to them? Hello? 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 Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are so grateful for that appearance by Ugochukwu Mbaka and Excellence Joshua. These are 2 young entrepreneurs that have benefited from the activities and programs of the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa, especially the project we call Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge, which is an idea pitching and grant competition, that supports young people with ideas and skills that can be transformed into business opportunities and social enterprises. It's been wonderful talking with Excellence Joshua and Ugochukwu Mbaka. So in the next few minutes, we are bringing on board a new set of young people that have also benefited from our programs. They will join us to share with us how Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa has impacted on their businesses and in their lives. So just hang on with us. After this break, we'll bring them on board to talk to us. Thank you. people that have benefited from the programs of the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa. So we have just had the first segment where Excellence and Mbaka Ugochukwu, we are invited to speak to us about the impact that we have made in their lives and in their businesses. So we are bringing on board another state, and Jumobi Abibat is already here. She'll be joined by Gift Moneke. So when Gift comes on board, we are going to introduce him to you. So Abibat, can we meet you, please? We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I said, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Liasu Abibat. I am a medical student in training at Lagos State University College of Medicine, and I am also the founder of Pitch and Perm. So Pitch and Perm basically is an Afrocentric brand that, makes wares, exotic wares from African fabrics, and we are a brand that tries to infuse the African ideas into the modern day fashion, because we believe that the African culture should be represented in the blooming fashion industry. So basically, over the time since we launched about 2 years ago, we've been able to accomplish so many things, and I would say that the Ugwumba Enterprise has actually had an immense impact in the growth of Pitch and Perm so far. We participated in the competition last year, and we eventually emerged as one of the top 5 young business owners in the last Abuja edition. And I would say that it is an exciting and very enlightening turning point for us. Indeed, the exposure it gave to my business has actually done a lot, because subsequently we've been able to register our brand with the CAC. We've been able to increase production since that period till now by a quarter of about 200%, and it's been going smoothly. Also, we've been able to expand our distribution chain. Basically, I think ultimately it is worthy to say that the Ugwumba Enterprise has been able to place Pitch and Perm on a global scale. Like, we've been placed in a very representative on the global scale. We've actually been able to leverage on some opportunities we were able to get with the competition to link up with Nigeria Export Promotion Council. So currently we are working on exporting some of our goods to other countries. We've tried, we've been able to liaise with some other brands to participate in some trade fairs. At least the last trade fair that was held at Ghana, we were able to present some of our goods at the trade fair and stuff. So currently we are working to get fully registered as an exporter of Nigerian goods to the foreign market. And considering that recently the value of the forex market is fluctuating. So the value of naira to dollar has really been affected seriously, and we are trying to also leverage on so many opportunities, because post-COVID, we're looking at post-COVID era, how the business will keep thriving post-COVID. And since March, to be honest, since the beginning of the pandemic in March, we noticed that because a lot of revenue streams was affected, so I and my team, we had to re-strategize and redesign or make adjustments to the business model. And one of the great things, or one of our achievements between March and now, is that we adopted a corporate social responsibility project, the CSR project, which is to reach out to vulnerable people during this period. We provided some palliatives alongside one of the important things or we feel we can give back to the society. We actually made some reusable sanitary pads for females in vulnerable areas. At least we're able to reach out to about 500 young ladies during this period who are vulnerable, and we provided them with reusable sanitary pads made with African fabrics, and that way we see, of course, it is going to cut costs and resources. Well, sincerely, even personally, the Ugwumba Enterprise has done a lot. Like, I've had so much personal growth as a person. I've been able to meet with some other important personality because during during the period of 1 year, I met with a lady. She works with She Trades. So now, personally, I can say that I am part of a member of the She Trade initiative, which is an initiative for women entrepreneurs in Africa. It gives space to close to 3 million women to actually have a space to connect and, you know, sell their products, put their brand forward, profess solutions to problems in the environment. And it has been a life changing experience for me, to say. And one other thing we are working on during this COVID period or the pandemic is to make sure that we keep our head afloat, like to keep the business thriving. We are trying to expand the production scale of the business. We are trying to acquire a place of our own to keep, producing our goods in mass to meet up with the demand later. I can say, I can also say that uh, on a scale compared to the state I was or my business was like 2 years ago, I would say that we've improved on about
Okay.
100% better than we were
Okay.
before Ugwumba Enterprise.
Okay. Okay. O- Okay. Okay. Very good. That's a wonderful feedback from Jumobi Abibat, CEO of Pitch and Prim. So, Gift Moneke is here. Gift, can you tell us about yourself and what your startup is all about? Can you talk to us, please?
All right, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm Gift Moneke, so I'm the co-founder and CEO of Greenera Technologies. So all we major in is in giving access, enabling access to electricity in the last mile of Nigeria. So we are focusing on low-income communities. So that's basically what we do. So we use renewable energy to increase access to electricity because we realize that in Africa, we are the sunniest continent in the world. Yet we are still 600 over 600 million people still lack access to electricity, and that's a problem. So we are feeling that we do at
Okay, okay, quickly. Let's look at. We are celebrating the. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, today is the International Youth
Yeah, I
Day,
can.
and the theme of the celebration is youth engagement for global actions. So while Jumobi was talking to us, she has already answered the question that I'm about to ask now. She was able to tell us the impact that we made in her life and in her business, and then how she is also going global with her business. So, Gift, can you tell us about how the impact that the enterprise challenge made in your life and in your business, and then how far you are taking it beyond where we met you. So go ahead and talk to us about it.
All right. It's always a nice, good time to share my experiences so far. So before the actual event, that's the Global Enterprise Challenge, we were still trying to find our feet in getting the market fit for our product. because they just had an MVP then. It was still as a prototype, so we are still trying to get feedbacks and everything. But so aside the finance support, the training really went a long way in trying to give us good footing in the space where we are. So since that time, okay, then as at that time, we've not even sold any of what we have in our product. We've never sold anything from as at that time. So we are still trying to get feedback from clients and stuff. But from the that time henceforth, like after the investment and the training, we've been able to move from zero clients into we are getting to 100 right now. And we developed a model along the way because from the training we've been able to realize different strategies to expand. So we've been able to pivot a little bit due to the impact of COVID. And thank God for the seed investment because we wouldn't have even had the mind to change some little things. So we moved from just having a single standalone system to constructing a larger system because we realized that the problem in Africa must be solved from the grassroots. So we actually needed finance then to make sure that we solve that problem holistically. So we were able to utilize it into building station, that's a mini grid station, instead of just having standalone systems and giving people privately or for personal use. So we had something like a full system whereby we'll be able to serve people and they can expand whatever use they want to use for. Unlike other products whereby maybe you are giving any product, you are just restricted to the usage of that product. But what we did was to supply them energy and they use it and they pay us according to how they use it. So we've been able to expand. So we started that around February. Yes, after we get our footings in terms of business registration, it was very, very important because we had to get inside before we were able to get registered. And that's a minimum of partnership. At least they want to know that you are registered, and that's very important. So before that time, we weren't yet. We were still in process, but after that time, we've been able to get registered. Then okay, from February we started with 3 clients, fine. Then we've been able to grow from that. It grew from that till around 30 something. Then just recently we were able to cover over 100. So we realized that even these COVID times, yes, businesses are being affected, but we now serve as the solution to what those people are facing because majority of them spend like 200 naira, 250 naira, those low income earners per day on fuel, right? But we made it that they can get an equivalent amount of energy that they use per day at just 15 naira, and that was what cracked the whole model, and everybody began to adopt and enroll into the system. So it has been awesome, an awesome experience from that time. And also in terms of expansion, we've been doing we want to expand into a larger scale. So we successfully completed our app. So though we've not launched yet, we are still trying to do testing with some early adopters. So these are app will be used to crowdvest any part. For instance, now we have a particular renewable energy project for a particular community. So instead of just getting the whole funds at from one spot by ourselves, we can invite people to be part of the project. They can we can crowdfund it. Now the crowdfunding is not just giving away; they will also earn from that end. So we've been our app is ready. Is We'll soon be launching at a particular date, which is very very close. So that's our plan for expansion. We're looking at going to real communities that have real loads, powerhouses. For now, we're just powering businesses. For now, I want to power households and everything. So that's the expansion strategy we're trying to implement. So far, I think that moment we had in Abuja was a turning point for us. Like we saw that some persons were interested in making the youths that had the willpower, that had the mind to make change. We saw that some persons were interested to move them forward, and we saw the love. We saw how every promise were kept and everything, and we knew that we can't let Ugwumba down, right? And that's what just keep pushing us. Every day we keep brainstorming. Every day we keep saying, okay, how can we move this forward? How can we make sure that we're able to serve more people with this time. So I think during this COVID time, it really impacted more businesses, really big time. Like a lot of persons closed up their businesses, but because of our solution, they returned. So there's some person we are calling us, okay, if you are still around, thank God. Though. Currently, it is running. Like if we close up now, that's the problem for them. So we know that we are really taking a huge responsibility, even as young people in our community, into where we can. So that's just a summary, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Let me go back to Jumobi. Are you there?
Yes, I'm.
Okay. Where do you see your business in the next 5 years? I think Gift was able to tell us that. So let's take Jumobi on. Can you tell us, Jumobi, where you see your business in the next 5 years?
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Remy. Okay.
Where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
Yes, I hope you can hear me, sir. Well, in
Yeah.
prospective terms, we see ourselves.
Where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
Yes, I said in next 5 years, in prospective terms, we see ourselves. I see Pitch and Pray on the same scale as other fashion brands, international fashion brands, the Gucci, the Versace, and the kind, competing on very established ground. In the sense that you would walk into any any professional setting, any casual setting, and you'd be able to see the
No,
African
no.
culture well
Okay, go ahead. Yes, we
represented.
can hear you now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You'll be able to see the African culture well represented, and the pride you get from knowing that your history is not being wiped out and duly represented at every function. That is, we already took a survey and we noticed that the foreign market for like the fashion industry close to 3 billion US dollars is being punched there yearly, and barely Nigerian brands or African fashion brands are tapping into that. So it is something we see that in prospective terms, when people are mentioning the groundbreaking fashion brands, Peach and Prim would definitely be one of those very exotic brands in the fashion industry. Our vision basically is always to project or rewrite the narratives of the African culture at every point we get. And this is something we try as much as possible to live by. We brainstorm regularly on how we can create different patterns and different designs to always, bring the mind of people to remember that yes, the African culture still exists. And even with the recent movement of Black Lives Matters, we actually were able to tap into that also and use that to project the African culture to people, and it really did uplift the brand. In summary, all I am saying is 5 years to come, you are wearing that African made product to that seminar you had to speak at. You look at somebody spending so much getting, fake products from a stereotypically designed or highly designed foreign brand, and you're wondering why the person is expunging so much money into something that is a counterfeit when there is also a brand of that level with genuity and is also projecting the African culture. The point of being on the same level with other foreign brands, that is where we see ourselves in 5 years' time. And subsequently, we see ourselves moving into different space and not just the fashion industry. We see ourselves projecting the African culture into other valuable spaces. Talk about the entertainment, the interior decors, different way to actually wrap around the idea that yes, the African culture still exists. So Imagine you walk into your home and you
Uh,
can see that your interior
okay.
design of African products, and you can tell in Canada or in USA or Germany that yes, I am of African tribe and I am well represented and duly represented in this environment, in this community. So that is what we project. That is our own solution, because gradually the if we look at it critically, we can see that the African culture is fading, it's fading out in almost everything we do. They question our existence, and to keep our existence still known to so many, we have already created a platform to constantly and continually put
Yeah.
the African culture in space. And hopefully,
Okay.
we get more than that.
Okay. 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 Thank you so much. Sorry for that break in transmission that we had, but I think we were able to really take care of the major issues that were raised, for the session. Now, finally, I want you to say something. What is your message for Nigerian youth watching you this evening? What is your message?
Starting from it's starting.
Can you hear me?
It will be
Sorry?
you starting from
Hello?
me. Hello, I can hear. Okay, it's a question for me, right?
Hello?
Yes, I'm still here. I can
Hello.
hear you. It is about to say something, right?
Okay. I'm starting. All right, fine.
Hello?
Yeah, Gift is
Is
speaking already.
doing it. All right. Is doing it afraid, right? Like there is no endeavor in this world someone would have
Can
any
you hear
kind of
me?
fear before doing it. So I feel that we admire them on social media and stuff like that. But I'm trying to tell the youth now that they can do it, but they need to start it now, even as they are afraid. So that's the mantra I
Did you hear
use: do
me?
it afraid.
Yes, I said,
Oh, I think
what is your message for Nigerian?
okay, I think I'll take my turn now. So I'm
Okay.
saying that my own message for the youths out there is that we need to come to the actual realization that we are the change makers. We are the ones who can make change, the change we yearn for. We are the ones who can bring that to reality. And during that, we also have to realize that we have to, go pursue that desire, what exactly you desire to do. It might not be new, it might not be different from the idea the next person has, but then you have to put in your
Okay.
own creativity to make it unique and stand out. And whatever it is, you have to be passionate about it. In every sector you find yourself, in every sector, in every category, you have to bear in mind that you are a change maker, and you have to be passion driven to bring that to reality. Remember, that is always my theme. That is always
Okay.
my
Okay. Let's hear from Gift. Ojumobi, I think that's okay. Let's hear from Gift.
All right. I took the her position at first. I was trying to talk then at first before. Now, okay, fine. Which is what I said earlier. Afraid. Are you getting me? Can you hear me? Hello.
Okay.
You can hear me, right?
Okay, so let's hear from Gift. Gift, tell us, what is your message?
Okay, okay. Now, it's just doing it. You
Go ahead,
mustn't,
yes.
you
Go
mustn't,
ahead.
okay, fine. You mustn't be the bravest person or the
Go
most intelligent
ahead.
person to before you are able to, maybe you have the mind to start
Yes.
a venture or do anything. You mustn't be. You get, so far you conceive that idea, or you have that thing conceived in you. You just have to start working immediately. Don't wait for tomorrow or something of that nature. Those persons you see on social media that you admire, those persons you call your mentors and role models, you could be like them. You started somewhere, right? So it's and it you immediately will stop looking at what we are just now, what we just have now, and we're looking at what we could become. Um, to start anything or to do anything won't scare us at all. So even while you're afraid, still do it. And it's better you start early. Whatever, if you need to put yourself in is very, very lonely, right? It's only success that has many friends, but the road to it is very lonely. So be prepared to be lonely when you're trying to chase your dreams, so you're trying to be a change agent in your society. Be prepared for that. People hear about your story and stuff like that. So that's my message. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Jumobi Abibat, all the way from Lagos. Gift Monike in Owerri, Imo State. We appreciate you, and we are very hopeful that in the next 5 years, just like you have shared with us, we are going to be watching you do businesses with international organizations, from around the world, and then we'll looking forward to seeing you do your adverts on channels, television, on AIT, on NTA, and all of that. So we congratulate you in advance, because we
Thank you.
know with what you have learned from the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa and the mentoring that we keep giving you, you are ready for global actions. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We are so grateful for honoring our invitation. Thank you, Jumobi, and thank you, Gift. We are grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for being there for us despite the few challenges that we have in the studio. So I want to bring to you the next set of young entrepreneurs that benefited from the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge in 2019. I am talking about Emmanuel Bala Musa. Emmanuel Bala Musa is here. Emmanuel Bala Musa, are you there? Emmanuel
Yes, I'm
Bala
here.
Musa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Hello,
Good afternoon.
Emmanuel.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm here.
Hello,
Yes, I
hello,
can hear you.
Emmanuel.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay,
Hello.
okay, wait. Okay, Yaya Geri, Yaya Geri, Emmanuel.
Yeah, Lapi Akalo, good afternoon, sir.
Thank you so much. That is Emmanuel Bala Musa in Kaduna, one of the Ugwumba Fellows that benefited from the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge that happened last year. And he is so grateful for the impact that we have made in his life. And joining us in this segment is also Nwakoba Ezine. Let me bring her on board. She's live now. Ezine, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Aha. Ezine is here with us. She is one of the Ugwumba Fellows that won our star prize in the first edition of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge in Imo State. Ezine Wakoba, can we meet you, please?
Okay, I'm Wakobezine. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to be here. And I'm the founder of Next Honey Empire. We're into the packaging of sachet honey, bottled honey, in different variants, like honey with ginger, honey with turmeric, honey with garlic. So you're welcome. Hello.
Okay. So Balamusa,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
let me bring Balamusa. Balamusa, can we meet you, and then what is your workshop all about?
Thank you very much for this great and life-changing opportunity.
Go
My name
ahead.
is uh, my name is Imane Balamusa. I'm the co-founder of DJ Health. I really want to express my deepest appreciation to Ugwumba Development for the great impact they are making in the lives of Nigerian youth. Okay, basically, DJ Health is a web-based and also a mobile app platform where you can be able to access quality healthcare service at the comfort of your home. Access to quality healthcare has become a great challenge in our country today. Most times people go to the hospital, they spend about 7, 10 hours trying to, most especially in government hospital, trying to see a certified medical doctor, and they spend so much hours, and still sometimes even at the end they can't even see the doctor. They'll be told to come either tomorrow, next tomorrow, because of the long queues and the enormous challenges it comes with seeing a certified doctor. So which is why we decided to come up with this innovation where at the comfort of your home, you can be able to have access to a certified, qualified medical personnel through video communication or audio communication, or possibly chat on our web-based platform. And I really want to also thank Ugwumba Challenge for the support, because it was after the competition that we were able to launch the website. And as I'm talking to you, the website is not live. You can be able to communicate with a certified doctor with that. And after the Ugwumba Challenge, we were, because of the exposure, the opportunities we got, and the linkages, we were shortlisted among the 10 startups in Nigeria in November, that same last year, the Nigerian Canada Investment Summit, which also gave me the recommendation to be featured in NTA International for an interview. So right now, as I'm talking, we are currently working on the mobile app. It is almost 70% completed, so that it can be user friendly. It can be easy for people to communicate, because we realize that we have almost 100 million users in Nigeria, 100 million that are using a smartphone. So that will be a better leverage for us, for our clients, our customers, to easily communicate with a certified doctor. And currently also, we are also trying to partner with the Nigerian Medical Association. We are in touch with the president of the.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Hello. Yeah. Should I continue, or it's okay?
Go ahead.
All right. Okay.
Go
So I
ahead.
said.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So currently we are trying to reach out to the Nigerian Medical Association. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. So I said
Go
currently.
ahead.
All right. I said currently
Go
we are
ahead.
trying to. Yes. I said currently we are trying to reach out to the Nigerian Medical Association. We are also trying to communicate with the president of that great association, because our vision is to make sure that all the medical personnel we have in Nigeria come on board to our platform, so that makes it easier for people to be able to access this quality healthcare service. Because the innovation, there's something we are trying to work upon now on the web-based platform, where at the comfort of your home, you can now be able to order for the closest medical personnel, and the closest medical personnel to your location will come attend to you, just like the way you normally order for Uber, and the vehicle normally comes to your home and take you to wherever you want to go. So likewise, you can be able to order for a medical doctor, and the closest within your jurisdiction will come attend to you. And we are trying to put all the necessary measures in place to promote transparency, integrity, and safety. So we will make sure that any medical personnel we are bringing on board on our web-based platform is truly certified. His license is displayed on the platform. All his achievement documentation, everything is going to be so very very transparent, so that it's going to boost the confidence of the patients and those that are trying to get this excellent medical care. So these are some of the things we are really working on,
Okay,
and
okay. Okay, Emmanuel. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
yes, sir.
Okay, hold on.
Yes,
Emmanuel, hold on. Thank you. I'm happy that you have been able to let us know about the application that you are developing. That will make it easier for Nigerians to have access to medical attention. I think that's what you have just said. Okay, ladies
yes.
and gentlemen, we are still celebrating the International Youth Day. We're still celebrating the International Youth Day 2020 with the theme Youth Engagement for Global Action. So I want us to move into this segment. What can you say are the impacts of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge in your lives and in your businesses? I don't know if you got that. Let's start with Ezine. Let us start with Ezine Wakuba.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity, Saremi, and I'm so grateful. Ugwumba Entrepreneurship Challenge is a platform that every youth needs to get to. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about what you are getting in return. I came to Ugwumba with a business as an idea without direction, an idea that I was just nursing. But when I got to Ugwumba, I told them from the first day that what I've dreamt for in Lagos Business School, I got it in Ugwumba without pay. One. Secondly, I got a team of people that gave me reasons to move further. That is why, as a youth, you are accountable to your actions. It's not about collecting the money. It's not about what you see now. But when you get to a place where people are pushing, you need to push ahead with them. So coming to Ugwumba with an idea, I saw future in it. It was Ugwumba that proved to me that there is future in sachet honey in Nigeria. And after then, when I left Ugwumba, I entered the real world. And I found out that all that I got from hello. And today I'm so grateful that I am
Go ahead, go ahead.
here.
Go ahead. Hello, go ahead. Hello, go ahead. Go ahead. We are listening to you. Ezine, go ahead. Okay, okay, let's go to Emmanuel. Emma, can you tell us the impacts of Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge in your business? Emmanuel, are
Yes,
you there?
yes, I'm here. I'm here. Thank you very much. Honestly speaking, the impact is unquantifiable. The impact is so enormous, and the impact is also obvious. Like I stated earlier, after the Ugwumba challenge, it gave us the exposure, gave us linkages, also link us to some influential people, and I believe that that leverage from that enterprise challenge also catapulted we being selected among the 10 startup at the Nigerian Canada Investment Summit. And that same summit also changed around our business. We gave us also the opportunity to be featured in NTA International. So honestly speaking, I really want to express my deepest appreciation to the leadership of Ugwumba Challenge for coming up with such an innovation to encourage the youth of our our country, because in short, I was so blessed with the boot camp. The trainings, the knowledge we've acquired was transformational, because it gave us a better understanding on how to be able to run our business, and how to be able to address issues regarding our business. So the impact is really so glaring, and I really want to say thank you to Ugwumba Challenge for all the impact they are making in the lives of Nigerian youth, and also in the lives of young startups like us. Thank you.
Okay. Isn't it, before you went off, can you complete what you were trying to tell us before you went off? Isn't it? Go ahead now.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that Ugwumba Challenge is another word that connects youths, and when we get connected there, it builds us for the tomorrow. My business came as an idea at Ugwumba, and today we've been moving forward. After Ugwumba, we've had reasons. My first time to pitch in life was at Ugwumba, and since then, I've gotten better experience and I've seen better things. Ugwumba has really programmed me. It has nurtured me. It has mentored me into so many beautiful things. When I get confused outside, I still say, I still fall back to Ugwumba to ask questions. So sis, you see what I'm passing through, and I get encouragement. So it has not been that bad. We started as a sachet, and today we have variants, and it's not just the sachet honey now. We have beautiful things added to it. So Ugwumba has given me a voice to come out. And since then, I've had opportunity to other things. So I cannot remove my success story of Next Empire, Honey Empire without Ugwumba. It's not possible. Everything that revolves around that business is from Ugwumba. So I'm so grateful. And I want to thank our president, and in fact, the visionary of the program is something else. I'm so grateful to be part of this wonderful experience. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's talk about where you see your business in the next 5 years. Where do you see your business in the next 5 years, Bala Musa?
Okay. Thank you very much. Able to onboard about 10 to 15 million Nigerians should be able to sign up to our platform, so that they can be able to access our quality healthcare service. It's quite pathetic. Recently someone I knew, you understand, almost died in the waiting queue while trying to see a doctor because of all these challenges. So we are so passionate to really alleviate and possibly eradicate the bottleneck that people go through in order to access a certified medical doctor, which is why in the next 5 years we hope to make sure that between 10 to 15 million Nigerians are using our services, and they are enjoying quality service delivery. That is one of our greatest vision.
Okay. Ezine, can you tell us, in the next 5 years, where do we hope to see you?
In the next 5 years, as long as Nigeria is concerned, there is no leading name in honey business. I hope to be next honey to be the leading honey company, not just in Africa, not just in Nigeria, but in the world. Let people order for this honey. People order us from here to Europe and so many other continents. In Imo State, by this time next year, we hope to conquer the states. So in the next 5 years, we will be the leading honey packaging company in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you so much. So just for a wrap up, can you just tell us your message for Nigerian youths? Today is International Youth Day. So just a message for Nigerian youths that are watching right now.
To every Nigerian youth, what I have to tell you is, it mustn't be the government. Leadership is with you. You can be a leader in your spheres of life, in your business, in whatever you want to achieve in life. Starts from you. Let's build. If we can build these conglomerates we are looking for tomorrow, we can build it today. We can make up our mind, structure it, be focused, and get to where we are heading to. That's the major thing we need, and we will all get there. So let's be focused.
Emmanuel, Emmanuel, your last word for young people watching you this afternoon. Your last word, please.
To learn to believe in themselves. You know, in May, I launched a book, Living a Life of Impact. So, impact, you don't be carried away with the challenges of life. We need to believe in ourselves, because the moment you start believing in yourself, then the moment you believe that the impossible is possible, and once you have a positivity mindset, then there's nothing you cannot achieve in life. So believe in yourself, and you shall make exploits. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. And that's the way of wrapping up this segment. Well, thank you so much, Ezine Wakuba. Thank you so much, Emmanuel.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Emmanuel.
Thank you,
Thank
Ezine.
you
You're welcome.
Yeah,
okay, good.
it's
So
nice
I
to
want
meet
to bring.
you here.
Yes. So let's bring on board the next set. That is Osuji Posmos and Innocent Wakuba. Innocent, are you here? I can see Posmos. Innocent, you. Oh, good, marvelous. Innocent and Posmos, you're welcome to this show. Innocent it was the first Star Prize winner of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge, the first edition in the way. He won the Star Prize. He was the first person to win the prize from Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge. And we are so happy to have him on the show this afternoon. Innocent, how are you today?
I'm so great. It's great to be here once again. I'm feeling at home already.
Very good. Good to see you. And Posmos was also a Star Prize winner. Posmos was a Star Prize winner in the first edition of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge in Owerri. That was last year. He won our third prize, Star Prize for that edition. So Posmos Osuji, how are you today?
I'm very fine, sir.
How are you today, Posmos?
I'm fine, sir. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. So let's kick off the show. This is today is known as the International Youth Day around the world, and we Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa, because of our commitment, to raising young leaders, entrepreneurs, and innovators from the African continent. We deemed it necessary and expedient to hold this show where young people that have benefited from what we are doing at the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa will be able to share the impacts that we have made in their lives and how far they are running with the training, with the information, and even the grants that they got from us. So that is why we are bringing to the world today Ugwumba Fellows from around the country. We have featured a number of other fellows that participated in or that have benefited from our program. So now we are talking about, well, the focus is on Innocent Onachukwu and Posmos Osuji. So Innocent, can we meet you, and what is your startup about? What is your startup about?
Okay, my name is Innocent Onachukwu. I'm the co-founder and the CEO for Ugwumba Africa. Ugwumba Africa is a team that is dedicated to building and manufacturing indigenous, portable and reliable solar power systems for homes and businesses. So that's really what we're about. We set out to help the about 80 million Nigerians who currently live without access to reliable and affordable power supply in Nigeria. So this is what we are about, and this is what we have been doing for the past 1.5 years now. Thank you.
Okay. Over to you, Posmos. Can we meet you and what your startup is all about?
Okay, my name is Osuji Posmos. I'm the CEO Golden Farm Enterprise. Golden Farm is a vision that has the mindset to produce food in abundance in the southeastern part of Nigeria, because we saw the problem in the southeast, which is production of food. It's very, very challenging, transportation and everything. So the team made scarcity of some food items, and it made things very expensive. So Golden Farm right now, we have a poultry farm, and also we have fish ponds, but still have the intention of expanding into cash crops, even into more livestock like cattle, goats, and all others. So we have the intention and the mindset and the goal to change things and then produce food in abundance.
Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Thank you for introducing yourselves. You know, today, like I said before, is the International Youth Day with the theme Youth Engagement for Global Actions. Now, can you tell us how the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge and the overall programs of Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa has impacted you, you know, for global impact? So can you talk to us about that? Let's start with Innocent.
Okay, before I continue, I want to give a very great commendation for the entire team at Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa.
Did you hear me?
For all their strides. Yes. Hello? Hello?
Hello, did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I heard you. Okay. So I'm giving a shout out for all the entire team of Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa. Before I continue, I came to the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge in 2019, probably as a novice. I had an idea that we were throwing around it. We never really had understood what it meant to take a concept from an idea and really turn it into a business where you can actually make sales and make revenue, not to talk of profit. We came to Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge in 2019 even without a business plan, something written down. We just had something in our heads, and we were just, you know, we woke up every morning and we had some idea of what we thought we needed to do. We wrote our first business plan during the Ugwumba Challenge, following the mentorship of the program, and that business plan has till today also formed a very vital backbone to all the milestones that we have been able to accomplish. For me, during the entire program, we learned quite a lot. So for us, it was more about the knowledge, even more than the money. We learned a lot, especially for me, about business sustainability and then business models. And these were the biggest impact that made our business really, you know, take flight. It was in Ugwumba Challenge that we moved our business model from a B2C to an affiliate business model, which ensured that we are more responsive in the marketplace and that our overhead and running costs were also cut low so that we can maximize profit. It was also in the Ugwumba Challenge that we moved from a one-off payment to our pay-as-you-go payment model, which has really opened up the low echelon of the market, because the markets that we target are not liquid in terms of cash. So it was in the Ugwumba Challenge that taught us this pay-as-you-go model, which is the proven strategy for selling anything into the low echelon market. And I'm also going to give quite specific numbers, not just making random uncalculable statements. We are roughly below, say, 7 clients when we took up the Ugwumba Challenge, and we had a revenue of maybe less than 100,000. But as we started to implement everything that we had learned from the bootcamp, we closed 2019 with a whooping sales revenue of 6.7 million. And we are proud to be associated with the Ugwumba Center for doing this for us, because for us it's all about knowledge, and that knowledge that Ugwumba instilled in us has been what has continued to carry us through the day. And also we are happy to be the winners of the event, and we got a very appreciable seed money from the Ugwumba Center, and it went a long way to helping us implement several of the milestones that were key to opening up the marketplace for us. Milestones like we were able to move from our flagship model, which was Greenbox 181. We did our R&D, and we were able to come up with 3 other models, which helped us to access other higher and lower echelon of the market. So for me, the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge is like the beginning of where we started from, and our business the history of our business cannot be fully established without a mention of how we began with Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa. So for us, it has been awesome, and we are always proud to be associated with this brand anytime, any day. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Okay. Very well. Let's invite.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Very well. Let's invite Cosmos to tell us his own story about the impact that the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa has made in his life and in his business. Cosmos, are you there? Cosmos,
yes, I'm
it's
here.
over to you now. Tell us the impact that we have made in your life and in your business.
My sincere gratitude goes to Ugwumba Center for
Over to you, Cosmos. Can you hear me?
Development in Africa. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Okay. My sincere gratitude goes to Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa for the good things they have done in my life and in my business. Yes, after the challenge, I was able to gain ideas to expand my business. I had to learn a lot of things from the boot camp, from the training which we got through the Enterprise Challenge. And even the money I won from the Enterprise Challenge helped me in a way to expand. And the idea which I had of expanding into cash crops like cucumber and carrots and onion, which is unheard of in the Southeast, which is unheard of in Imo State, which is only practical in the Middle Belt or in the North. So I went to the piece of land where I had, and then with the capital, I got good products and then put them into implementation. And I thank God that everything went well as I thought. So the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development offered a new reality for me, a new opportunity, because it's one thing to have an idea, and it's another thing for you to find someone or people or an organization that can actually nurture you and then show you how to do it and then perfect your ideas and even give you capital and give you support to expand and do things. Now, in the area of fishery, before the Enterprise Challenge, I had only 4 ponds, but I had to expand to 8 ponds. And with the knowledge and everything, I added it to my business, and I began to separate the gross profit from the net profit, and then separate the capital, pay my staff, and also know how to manage the fund, and then make the business continue to expand and grow. In the area of the poultry, I also had to apply the knowledge which I got. Even the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa offer a new reality advertisement. After then, so in hotels like Willowwood, like Westbrook, like Newton Hotels, they started calling me to supply my birds and fish for them, and then that helped to boost my business in a way, and then we are still growing. So the good things I learned from, and the good things I gained from, and I'm happy.
Okay, thank you so much. Can we hear from you where you want your business to be in the next 5 years? Where do you want us to see you in the next 5 years in your business? Where are you taking your business to in the next 5 years? So that's a question for you now. So can we start with you, Postmus? Go ahead. Okay, Innocent, tell us where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
Okay, I think I'll begin from where we are.
A very large acres of land earlier, cash crops like rice.
Okay, let's hear from Innocent first. Go ahead, Innocent.
Okay, so I'll begin from where we are right now, at least from the point we started from with the Ugwumba Center. So where are we right now? We are currently the leading indigenous firm who solely designs and manufactures indigenous portable solar systems for homes and small businesses currently right now. So we are in this competition with many other brands that are just imported from abroad. So in the next 5 years, we want to take it one step notch ahead and move past the indigenous sector and become the leading indigenous company that manufactures portable and affordable solar systems pan Nigeria. So this is where we want to be in the next 5 years. And we currently are growing at about 2.5% rate per month. In the next 5 years, we want to reach a point where we should be able to sell out, say, 1 million pieces of portable green boxes on an annual basis, making roughly a turnover of over 100 million annually. So this is where we want to be. And also, having, say, up to 20,000 employees, thereby creating a lot of employment for Nigeria, and also making Nigeria proud as a company, as a country that is able to localize the production of technology that can meet, the standards anywhere on the globe. So this is where we want to be in the next 5 years.
Oh, very good. That's a lovely vision for your company. So, Postmus, can you go ahead and tell us where you want your business to be in the next 5 years?
Okay. In the next 5 years, we want to expand in Nigeria to produce abundance of cash crop and also agricultural produce, because we have the idea of expanding in juvenile fish farming and making ponds almost every segment of the nation, and also expanding the farm in every part of the country to make sure we produce food and other items in Nigeria. We want to kind of grow into an agricultural sector that could actually reduce the price of food items, and also make it supply it to the consumers, to their doorstep, and make sure that food is not a problem, season in, season out. Because in Nigeria, if you check out, you see that, and then dry season, there will not be any corn. But when you go to Israel and China, they have corn every time. They grow corn every time. They have advanced their agricultural system to the extent that they have food in abundance. They have no season. They have some.
Okay.
Ghrelin and cytokines that they add to their
okay. No, don't worry. I thank you
for is in abundance. They lack tractors. They lack some.
Okay, don't worry. Cosmos, we have seen where you're going in the next 5 years. We have seen that already. And I know that's an excellent vision that you have set out to achieve for your business. That is wonderful. We want to see that come into reality. And by the grace of God, from the center, we will be able to be part of that vision that you have, because food security is paramount, for survival and for development, especially in the southeast, where we import everything from the north. So we want things to begin to happen for us in the southeast, especially in terms of food production. Thank you so much for that vision that you have for your business in the southeast region of the country. So just to wrap up, I would like to hear your last word for young people watching you from around the country. Now, let me set the stage first of all. Now, I want you to know that it's not every young boy. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
It's not every youth in the country is doing what you are doing. There are so many of them out there that are waiting for the government. There are so many of them waiting for government, for jobs. Some of them are waiting for their parents to give them money to establish businesses. And some of them are just running up and down, doing Yahoo. Some of them are into a number of other criminal activities just to survive. But you are there, struggling, using your skills and the knowledge that you have acquired from the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa to empower yourself and to also change the economy of the country. So what message do you have for such Nigerian youths that are going the way of criminality in order to make money and to survive, especially those of them that are into Yahoo, that are being fraudulent and also in the process, painting Nigeria black. So what messages do you have for them? Remember, we are celebrating International Youth Day, and this is the right time for you to tell them the truth about the matter. So what is your message, Innocent? Let's hear from you.
Okay, so basically, I want to start by saying that we should all be aware that everywhere in the world, even in advanced countries, many of these countries are powered not by government, but by private sectors, by individuals like you and me, making their own contribution to the GDP of every nation. Secondly, you need to believe in your dreams. If you have that idea in your head, you need to believe in yourself, you need to believe in your dreams. Because if you don't believe in your dreams and your own ideas, then it will never come true. And then lastly, on a very good note, you need to pursue knowledge. Knowledge is very, very key. Knowledge, even more than money, beyond funds, you need to pursue knowledge, because even the ability to get funds and money is also a subset of ability to have the knowledge to get funds. So chase knowledge with viciousness as you begin, because that is what that's what you need to be able to access the market, to be able to access the funds, to be able to build a product that has enough functionality that can convince somebody to be able to part with his hard-earned money because no one is going to give you money except you build something that solves a problem for them. So for me, with these three things, I think you can do whatever you set your mind to. If we are all here showcasing ourselves, all the past and present Ugwumba leaders, we are here setting ourselves as example that we are here in the same Nigeria with the same situations, with the same government, with the same conditions, and we are trying to make our own contribution and doing great stuff, not with government, but in spite of government. Then I think we all stand as very good examples that you too can go out there and make your own contribution towards making Nigeria great. Thank you.
Oh, very good, very good, very good, very good. So, is Postmos still there? Okay, I think Postmos is gone. Okay, I think Postmos is gone, maybe because of his network. So, Innocent, I'm so grateful for the opportunity that you have, offered us and the young people across the world that are listening to you. I'm happy, especially the area you said that under the same economic conditions, under the same government leadership, you are doing what you are doing. So you are an example to other young people in the country. It is a wonderful one that is a good message that you have shared with youths across the country. So they do not have any excuse anymore to give. If you are operating in the same economy and under the same government administration, and you are doing what you are doing with the skills that you have and the personal development that you got from your own personal struggles. So what is stopping them from towing the same line? I am happy for you showing up to share this with Nigerian youths. I am so happy, and we are grateful from the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development, to hear that the little contributions we made in your life has impacted you so much, and that is giving you the strength and the power for global actions. We are so grateful for that. We are expecting that in the next 5 years, just like you have shared with us, Greenbox Africa will become an international brand that will be able to solve the energy issues that we have in this country. We are so grateful for the opportunity to have you on the show. Postmos, wherever you are, we're also grateful to have you on the show. Thank you for the visions that you have to solve the issue of food security supplies in the southeast region of the country. So thank you so much. This is the last segment in of the programs that we have scheduled to discuss Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development and how we are making global impacts, here in Nigeria. Thank you so much. And to everyone that is watching, this is International Youth Day, and from the Ugwumba Center, this is how we have celebrated it. And we are sure that from all the speakers that we have engaged, starting from when Mona Onuzo was our guest here, we have made impacts in your lives. So go and listen to the videos and then learn from the various speakers. We have people from Lagos, from Kaduna, from Abuja, from Imo State, from Enugu that joined us this afternoon. And it's been so amazing. We are so grateful. Thank you so much. Innocent, you're the last man standing. And I remember you were the winner of the Star Prize. So it's good that you are the last man still standing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that is the way we are wrapping up this segment. We appreciate you for coming. God bless you. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been wonderful having you on the show since 12 p.m. today that we started, and we did all of this to be able to celebrate the International Youth Day with Nigerian youths listening to us from across the country and those that are in diaspora. It's been wonderful. We have showcased how we have impacted on the lives of Nigerian youths from across the country, and they have also shared to us what impacts we have made and how they are flying with the impacts that we have made in their lives. So it's been so wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful. Keep a date with us next week on Wednesday. We are bringing you another leadership expert that will discuss on one of the issues that are affecting development in this country. Because from the Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development, our priority is to raise a new generation of young people, young leaders, young entrepreneurs, and young innovators from the African continent that will be able to solve the problems of the world so that this world can become a better place for all of us. Thank you so much. And on behalf of my president, Ugwumba Uchemusu, I want to say thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week. God bless you.